Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Hi everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Let's go through what's being put through the markets. The markets are up 28.1%. Dow slightly down, Nasdaq's up 0.5%. Russell down 0.5%. Oil up half. Bonds are up quite nicely, 1.3. Currency's reacting pretty good to this. Look at this, Bitcoin is up 6.6%. FTSE up 0.88. Crypto's up 6.7. So crypto again's the king of the last 24 hours. So let's go to what our Oanda data is showing us in the CFD area. Again, we're only going to focus on excellent score. And once again, we have here the target from the harmonic scan higher than the current price. This is fairly accurate. It also filters out a lot of noise in the market that I find. You can see here we got some shorts going on. I don't really go on about those, but here's the interesting one. Canadian and the Swiss franc. Got a long here. This is where I find it very interesting. You can see here that the British pound has been strengthening and trending up. That's the British pound against the Canadian with a little long up there, and then the same with the British pound against the Swiss franc, same pattern. Find that quite odd. Here we have it shorting on the euro negotiations, which are coming down to the wire. So personally, I think it ain't going to happen. The Europeans are really being, in my mind, very unreasonable, but whatever. Euro against the Turkish lira, got a short there. Now, this is interesting. We have here the Treasury's been eking up a little bit on the 5-year. Got another short here. So these wash out, but these are irrelevant. I'm always looking for steady trends. USD Hong Kong, again, fairly flat, but with a long. Now this one, the only commodity out there that may have any potential to do anything is natural gas with a long here. Really depends upon how cold it gets in the winter. A second long as well. Here's another one. This has kind of gone really choppy and flat. I don't get too excited with this. This is on wheat. Canadian against the CHF, again flat with a potential long. And I always say potential because you don't know until you start seeing the trend. British pound against the Canadian dollar again, same idea. This becomes more compelling. Again, these are all excellent. So now we're moving into the very good status. We've continued to watch this. The Australia, New Zealand has done quite well. This is the sort of trend we like to see. We called this a little while ago. If you are watching the macro news of both Australia and New Zealand, they are a nice combination between the two. Hopefully once the British and Brexit really is done, hopefully we can see UK negotiate a trading pact with both Australia and New Zealand, and with our girly man leader here in Canada, that ain't going to be happening, where Canada would join that trading pact of Australia, UK, New Zealand, and potentially Canada. But hopefully UK will join that, and that will really strengthen and make that trading zone very strong economically, because they all vote in the same direction as well. Also, we have Canadian against the CHF. Boo-hoo. We got more of these British against the Canadian. These are looking pretty good, actually. Same said with the British and the Swiss francs. So these pairs are looking pretty good. We got the USD, Japanese yen trending down. There's just the US markets are muddling along. They're not really up or down. But the US dollar is definitely affected. So does affect pretty well everything. The only beneficiary out of that is really crypto when you have a weak US dollar, because there's nowhere else to go for all the professionals. USD, CHF, again trending down, just not a good combo. Now this is where it also gets interesting. We have here some gold being traded. We have, for the first time in a while, a few longs here in Japan, really not doing anything. Same with gold in New Zealand. Two longs there, but very weak. I just wouldn't really pay attention to it. This one I would like to watch, get a little excited with, but it really depends upon the U.S. markets, where the gold-silver ratio. So as you can see here, it's not done too well. So there's not a lot of options out there so far. So now though, although I'm hearing more about silver for industrial use, namely solar wind panels. So that alone may drive up price for silver. So here we have silver, and these are the key currencies you want to watch. Is Australia. Again, we have the same with Canada. We also have this same with euro. So there's two solid longs there for euro, and then again, that's good. So again, we have another nice trend here, Australia against New Zealand. I do like that. Here's one of those key ones that I'm watching for, is the China 50. You can see here it's calling for a short. So it's really not gone anywhere. It moved a little bit here between October 30th up to here of November 29th. So it looks like it's tapering off and really going nowhere. So we can see which ones are the solid ones to watch. Here we have euro against Australia, a long, but again, just looking at that price action doesn't really do a whole lot. Same thing with Asia. I was hoping to have some better news on Hong Kong dollar. It's gone a little choppy since you can see here December 3rd. Euro against the Japanese yen, euro against the USD, but it's calling for a short. German bond, really nothing much to get excited there. One thing I want to highlight is I usually used to see the British pounds, the gilts, but I haven't seen them lately. So it might say something overall about the British economy long term. It might not be as strong as they think. Here we have Hong Kong, Japan yen, shorting again. Nothing wrong with shorting, but it's predictable shorts. If you can do it, do it. Canadian against the Singapore dollar, pointing down. I don't know. New Zealand against the Singapore, again, shorting there. Singapore, Japanese yen, short. Now we have the USB Treasury 30-year, more shorting. So looks like the U.S. market's going to continue to be just choppy and just kind of struggle and muddle along. But we got four of them actually. You got four shorts, so that might be a good one to look into. USD Hungarian, really been just getting killed here with a long. Just ignore that. USD Indian rupee, again trending down. It just seems everything's that anything U.S. touches like kryptonite. It just doesn't really not be the top performers it used to be. 10-year, some nice moves here. Choppy again. It really depends upon the market. So if the market starts to tank, maybe the U.S. Treasury 2-year might start to move a little bit. 10-year, really not going anywhere. But it has its long here, a short there, so it washes out. You got a long here on the USD Swiss franc. Nah. USD Japanese yen, not looking good. Just going nowhere. We have another one here for USD yen, Swiss franc on the Hong Kong. Now, interesting enough here is you got this big bar here. I don't know what that means, but whatever. Canadian against the Swiss franc, no. Now, the only one I do like to see here are the number of longs I'm seeing. It's pretty convincing that we have the British and the Canadian long. So maybe that's something to really watch out for. Same with the British pound and the Swiss franc. So I don't know. It just really depends on the results. So you have to. It's one of those trades you have to be a little careful of. Here you would expect it to move up. This is the British pound and the rand. No. And that's it. Okay, so no comments. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.